Hello and welcome again to another day of classes. Today we're going to be continuing with the Interchange 5th edition level 1 book, the red book, specifically in the unit 12. As always, we're going to be starting with the vocabulary or the language summary for this lesson, the unit 12. So let's go right in. We're going to start with nouns. Some health problems to your health. A fever, a headache, a stomachache, a backache, a cold, a broken leg, a cough, when you're a cut, this person cut with her knife, a toothache, pain in your teeth, dizziness, when you're like running around and around, like, ooh, high blood pressure, an earache, it's basically an ache on your ear, an infection, maybe your ear is infected, that's why you have an earache, a rash, that is when something is really itchy on your arm and you need to scratch it a lot, the flu, like the really bad flu that we're having right now, the coronavirus, diarrhea, I think you know what is that, a sore throat, the problem is in your throat, nausea, it's when you want to vomit, a vaccine shot. That is not a health problem. This is something to solve a problem. Okay, we need a vaccine for the coronavirus right now. An X-ray. This is a procedure to check your insides. An ultrasound scan. This is for women that are pregnant to see the baby. A broken arm. As you can have a broken leg, you can have a broken arm and a broken head too. Okay. A backache is basically a pain in your back. We use ache to talk about pains, and usually words that have the part of the body and then the word ache. Backache. A burn. This is when you get burned with fire or oil or something that is really hot. Is it a cold or a flu? Basically, these are different signs and symptoms to know if it's a cold and the flu. A cold is not so bad. It's like you feel bad, but the flu, it's way too bad. For example, the coronavirus is a kind of flu. It's really bad. Okay? You can take your time to check this, but we're gonna continue. A cough. You cough a lot. Dry skin is when your skin is dry. You need to humidify it. Earache, ache in your ear. A fever, it's when you have a high temperature on your body. Headache, ache in your head. The hiccups is when you and they usually need to drink water or make you laugh or something to get it away. An insect bite is when an insect bites you. Insomnia is when you cannot sleep. Itchy eyes. It's when your eyes are red and you need to scratch it because it's itchy. Nosebleed. So your nose is bleeding. There is blood in your nose. Sore muscles is when your muscles are in pain. You say that they are sore. You can also say that you have a sore throat. It's the same as the muscle, but with your throat. Stomach ache. Ache in your stomach. An upset stomach is something similar. Everyone experiences an upset stomach and indigestion or dyspepsia from time to time after eating or drinking. Common symptoms of an upset stomach are indigestions include heartburn or acid reflux and nausea. A stomachache can also be called an upset stomach. It's like when you eat something that it's really bad for you and you feel bad. Okay? Containers. Let's talk about some containers. We have bags. All of these are bags. Bottles. All of these are bottles. Boxes. Cans. Jars. This is specific jars. These are not bottles. Pack. Pack are usually containing a lot of a single thing, okay? A pack of pills, a pack of tissues, a pack of whatever this is. Stick, and a stick is like this from the deodorants. A tube, these are tubes. A pharmacy, the pharmacy are also known as drugstores. This is where you buy the medicine, okay? Bandages, these are bandages to stop blood. Breath mints, these are breath mints. It's like they use peppermint and they make you feel your mouth like really cold. Cough drops, the cough drops are the medicine for the cough when you when you cough a lot. Cream, these are creams. Deodorants that use sticks. Eye drops, it's when when you have sore eyes, you use eye drops. A face cream, a cream for your face. Heating pad, it's to help with the sore muscles. You put the pad that starts heating and it makes you feel better. A lotion for babies, for your skin and stuff. Medication, all the pills and stuff. Some pain medicine. These are specific medicine made to alleviate the pain, like the ibuprofen. Pills, these are pills. Shaving cream, these are the creams that men use to shave, or also women if they shave too. Tissues, these are tissues, are things that are of paper they use to dry things. Toothpaste is the paste that you use to wash your teeth. Okay, vitamin C. Some other words. Advice. An advice is a recommendation or opinion given to someone in order to solve or help with. If you want to help somebody, you give them your advice. If you see a person or a friend of yours that is getting bad grades, you advise them to study more. With that advice, they can do better. An anthropologist are the people that search for old things from thousands of years ago, maybe bones or of animals or people or anything. Appointment, an arrangement to meet someone at a particular time and place. If you want to go to the doctor, usually you need, if it's a specialist, you need an appointment. You need to talk with him or her beforehand. So when you want to go there, you need to talk with them first and then you can go, okay? Chamomile tea, it's a type of tea. Community, a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. These are communities, okay? Garlic tea, it's a tea made of garlic, okay? A medicine cabinet. This is a cabinet that maybe it's in your bathroom where you can put all of the medicine, okay? Muscles. The muscles are all of the red fiber inside of us, and it's where the strength of us can come from, okay? Plants. These are plants. A rainforest is a type of forest where it rains a lot, hence rainforest. A remedy. A medicine or treatment for a disease or injury. It's like usually made with natural ingredients. The pills and medicine, the drugs are made in laboratories and they are used with specific things. And the remedies are not made by scientists, but people using just regular or natural solutions for your health problems. Some of them can be really good, and some of them don't. Okay? Research. When you research is when you investigate a lot about something. Okay? To rest. To cease work or movement in order to relax, sleep, or recover strength. When you rest is when you take it easy and you need to recover yourself up. Okay? A village. A group of houses and associated buildings, larger than a hamlet and smaller than a town, situated in a rural area. Okay? So a village is like a small town where people live, and it's usually in rural areas, usually in the countryside. Okay, let's see some adjectives. Effective, successful in producing a desired or intended result. Something effective if when it's working. If the virtual classes are working for you, then the virtual classes are effective for you. Okay? Helpful, giving or ready to give help. Someone helpful is always helping. Itchy, it's when you need to scratch a lot because it's like, I want to scratch. Okay? Powerful, having a great power of strength. My friend, if you can hold a thunder or lightning, you are powerful. Sick. Sick is when you're not healthy. It's the opposite of healthy, actually. And it's when you feel really bad due to a disease or an ailment. Okay? Sore. Sore refers to aches, pains, and wounds in the body. Sore can also refer to a cause of distress. Sore is a noun and an adjective. As an adjective, it means that something is feeling bad. It hurts. Okay? And as a noun is when you are talking about, for example, a sore throat or sore eyes, okay, etc. Stressed, it's when you're feeling really, really bad. It's I will not drop out. I am the teacher. I will not drop out. Maybe sometimes, some days I feel like this. But when you're stressed, is when you have a lot of things that you have to deal with, and it's way really really bad. It's like you don't want to do this anymore. You need to relax. If you're stressed, you need to relax. Okay. Useful, able to be used for a practical purpose or in several ways. When something is useful is when you can use it to help. For example, this kind of tool is really useful in a lot of situations. If you need to open a bottle, if you need to cut something, if you need to saw something, there's a lot of uses for this. And this is useful. When you have a lot of uses for something, then that thing is useful. Let's see some verbs. To boil. When you boil, it's when it's something liquid that it's getting so hot that it starts to become vapor. Okay? You can boil water, for example. Chop up. To chop up is to cut something in small pieces. Concentrate is when you put all of your attention and energies into one task. Okay? Maybe you can concentrate studying, for example. Disappear. When you disappear is when you exist and no longer. You're here and you start vanishing, then you disappear. Get some rest. To get some rest. You go to get some rest. To put. To put is to apply directly as ointment. To put some cream on your hand, for example. To see a doctor or to see a dentist is not just to watch it, use your eyes to see it, but in this case is to go to an appointment with a doctor or a dentist or something like that. Okay? To suggest is to put forward for consideration. It's basically giving an idea to someone. Like, I suggest that you study a lot because the midterms are coming. Well, the final exam actually is coming. To take medicine or take something for, it's when you are eating it or having it to be better, okay? To treat. To treat is when a doctor is working with a person that is not healthy, that is sick. When you get treatment, you are getting treated, okay? Very good. Now, we're gonna come back here for a moment when we get to the grammar for today. But for now, let's go to the book. And it's the unit 12. It's called It's Important to Get Rest. And we're gonna be talking about state health problems and give advice. It's to say what's the problem that you have and how to give some advice for it. Okay? To start, we're gonna be seeing in the snapshot the common health problems that we can have. We have a headache, a cough, a cold, the flu, stomachache, a backache, some sore muscles, and insomnia. We saw the definition of this before in the vocabulary, so we're not going to be going over that again. But how many times have you been sick in this past year? Maybe these problems that you have had recently. Recently, I have had sore muscles, maybe for sit all day. Okay, let's continue. Here we have a conversation talking about. It's called "It Really Works." Now let's listen to Mila and Keith talk about a problem that maybe Keith is having. He looks really bad, and you're gonna listen to the advice from Keith's next door neighbors and what do they suggest. After listening, we're gonna check, okay? So let's listen.
Unit 12. It's important to get rest. Page 78. Exercise 2. Conversation. It really works. Part A. Listen and practice.
Are you all right, Keith?
Not really. I don't feel so well. I have a terrible cold.
Oh, that's too bad. You shouldn't be at the gym then.
Yeah, I know. But I need to run for an hour every day.
Not today, Keith. It's really important to get some rest.
Yeah, you're right. I should be in bed.
Well, yeah. And have you taken anything for your cold?
No, I haven't. What should I take?
Well, pain medicine, lots of water. Sometimes it's helpful to drink garlic tea. Just chop up some garlic and boil it for a few minutes. Then add lemon and honey. Try it. It really works.
Yuck! That sounds awful.
Page 78. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to advice from Keith's next-door neighbors. What do they suggest? 1.
That cold sounds pretty bad, Keith.
Yeah, it is, Mrs. Gray. Don't get too close.
Well, it's important to drink a lot of liquids. Can I get you some orange juice? I have some in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Thanks a lot.
2.
How's that cold, Keith?
Not so good. I've still got it.
Oh, too bad. Well, listen, it's a good idea to take some cold medicine, and you should take a long hot bath.
You're right. Maybe I should. Thanks for the advice.
Okay, very good. Did you get it? Let's check the answer. Well, the woman suggests orange juice, and the man suggests cold medicine. He also says Keith should take a long hot bath. This person is really sick. He really needs rest, as Mila was saying. Okay, very good. Now, let's go to the grammar for today. It's called adjective plus infinitive and noun plus infinitive, okay? Now, let's see something here. We're going to use this other information here. It's basically the same, used with another added information. Okay, here we have the adjective plus infinitive and noun plus infinitive. It's a way to give advice, basically. If they ask you, what should you do for a cold? You basically say the adjective of how important or how something it is to do the thing, okay? If you don't know, the infinitive, it's basically the base verb with a to before it. It's like jump to jump, drink to drink, eat to eat. Any verb with a to before it, okay? So what we usually do is that you can put an adjective just before the infinitive, the to and verb, okay? So what should you do for a cold? You can say that it's important to get some rest. It's sometimes helpful to drink garlic tea. It's a good idea to take some vitamin C. You see, it's actually quite easy. You just say the adjective then to, and then a verb. And then after the verb, you put or you say the noun and then infinitive, okay? In negative statements, not comes before the infinitive, okay? Not after. With a cold, it's important not to exercise too hard. If you say to not exercise or to don't exercise, is way too incorrect. Not it's before the infinitive. So if we want to say this in negative, it's important not to get some rest. It's sometimes helpful not to drink garlic tea. It's a good idea not to take some vitamin C. Also you can say it's not a good idea to take some vitamin C. You can use it both here or here, okay? Very good. I hope that you understand this. It's quite easy, actually. Now, let's do a small exercise about this. This video is not going to be so long as the others, because usually the start of the unit is way too long. We're going to be finishing with this exercise, actually. You're going to look at these health problems and choose several pieces of good advice for each problem. There are multiple things that you can do. For example, well, first take your time and get your answers. Then we're going to be seeing some examples of this, okay? You finish? Well, let's see. For a backache, something that you can do is to go to bed and for a backache, you can go to bed and take some rest. For a backache, you can also see a doctor if it's really bad. You can also take some pain medicine. Okay, very good. With a bad headache, you can drink lots, get some medicine, go to see a doctor. There's a lot of things that you can do with seeing a doctor, for example. With a burn, you should, let's see, put it under cold water, for example. You cannot put a heating pad on it. For a cough, you can get some medicine, see a doctor, take some vitamin C, for example. For a fever, you can also take some vitamin C or see a doctor. There are different ways to give advice and to see the problems, okay? Well, the last thing for today, it's gonna be this part of the pronunciation, that is the reduction of to. You're gonna be listening in this conversation that to is often reduced to, okay? So let's listen.
Page 79, Exercise 4, Pronunciation. Reduction of to, Part A. Listen and practice. In conversation, to is often reduced to t.
What should you do for a toothache?
It's sometimes helpful to take some pain medicine, and it's important to see a dentist.
Okay, did you listen? Let's listen one more time.
Page 79, Exercise 4, Pronunciation. Reduction of to, Part A. Listen and practice. In conversation, to is often reduced to t.
What should you do for a toothache?
It's sometimes helpful to take some pain medicine, and it's important to see a dentist.
Okay, you notice now? Here, instead of saying it's sometimes helpful to take some pain medicine, it's important to see a doctor. If you do a reduction of to, it will be it's sometimes helpful to take some pain medicine, and it's important to see a dentist. To see is not to see or to take. It's just to take, to see. It's a reductive way. It's a short way of saying it. Okay. Well, I hope that you like the class for today. On the next class, we're going to be talking about how to ask for advice and give suggestions about health products, okay? We're going to be talking about containers, all of the different ways to use medicines and stuff. Okay, but that's going to be for tomorrow, okay? So, see you in the next time. Bye.